that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Hornets on defense now. It's a three-point game. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seemed to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 6. The pass to Walker. Back to Jackson. Tries it from 19. Joe Johnson pulls it in.
High-quality shot, just a little off there with the release.
And, Greg, that has him S-H-H-ing, shaking his head. Tough miss that time.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
From deep three-point range, and another 3 for Charlotte.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
Then the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, I had a chance to talk with head coach Lionel Hollins. I asked him what their focal point would be defensively, and he said that Al Jefferson is at the top of their scouting report. With his smooth, low-post repertoire and mid-range shooting touch, he can put up points in a hurry. He said they'll try to steer him to his left hand as much as possible and just hope for the best. Kevin, we'll see if they can force him into a tough night.
And thank you, Doris. Nets trail by 6. Screen by Young. And Jack kicks to Johnson. Tipped away. Batum with the steal. Jackson has the open look, and it's the Hornets another 3.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Johnson in the corner. No good off the front iron.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And the basket good.
Great three-point shooting here out of the gate. That makes 4 makes already from long distance.
String music scorching those Nets. How long can they keep this up, though?
Let's find out what the has for us.
Well, Kevin, Steve Clifford was just going over the game plan with his team. He made it clear that their offense needed to run through Jackson. Coach wants him to go from one of the key guys to the key guy. And from the way he responded in the huddle, I think he's up to the challenge. Guys, we'll just have to watch how it plays out here in the first half. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks a lot, Doris.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy deuce. Very, very well done.
From deep, and another 3 for Charlotte.
They're getting a bunch of their points outside of the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense is just not closing out quick enough.
Here's Sloan. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Robinson a screen on Lynn. Lets it go from 11. Sloan's shot is off.
Not pretty. You just got to shake off a miss like that.
For 3. And another three-point shot ball from Jackson. Jackson's got 22.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Young against Kid Gilchrist. Young dishes to Robinson. And Young kicks to Sloan. Just 5 to shoot. Fires from 18. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Lynn with the ball. Jackson misses.
It would have been something to see if he could hit that shot from that deep.
Greg, you know it. I know it. There aren't very many guys that can hit from out there. But he is one of them. That's the kind of range he has.
And he gets it to go. Morrow's got 5.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's Jackson. Here's Ajinça. And terrific work on the offensive glass, and he picks up 2.
And it's like raining buckets right now. I wonder if this is the early stages of a blowout.
Well, we've got to be careful. Don't want to get ahead of ourselves just yet. But it has been pretty ugly so far, no doubt about that.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
Risky pass in a situation like that. Very lucky that wasn't a steal.
Fortunate to get it through. I thought he was headed the other way with that one.
.11 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Sloan. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. It's Charlotte leading. And before the game, we heard from Kemba Walker. He talked about his mentality when he steps out onto the...
Play free. Just play like playing street.
He may be having fun, but I'm not so sure playing street ball is really working out for Kemba. Entirely new group in now for Charlotte. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Jefferson. Adrian Payne comes in for Kid Gilchrist. Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Lamb. And it's Jackson in for Kemba Walker. And a new group in for the Nets. Ryan Hollins, he's checked in for Lopez. Young comes in for Robinson. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Johnson. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Jarrett Jack. Jackson in at point guard. Payne out there with Batum. Then it's Jeremy Lin. And it's Ajinça in at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Charlotte. Sloan. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Now in transition is Lin. Here we go. The open shot from Jackson. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
Really just a tremendous day for him. And if you remember, he was just as good in their last game.
Here's Sloan, guarded by Jackson. Here's the screen. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. And now a look at the point guards who have been taking matters into their own hands this past month. These are the top scorers at their position. Freak number 1.
And you can't say enough about the value of a player like him. I mean, who can attack a defense in so many different ways from the point.
Exactly. It's just not his ability to distribute the basketball. I mean, it's the scoring punch that he provides as well. That's, to me, what makes him special as a dual-threat point guard.
And it's good.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Here's Sloan, defended by Lin. And Neal kicks to Morrow. He feeds it to Young. Looking to end the run. That's good on the jump shot. Young's got his first basket. Charlotte leading by 16. Here's Jackson. And the 3 off target. Brooklyn's gotten half their shots from three-point range to go down in the second quarter. 3 of 6 from downtown. Here's Sloan, defended by Lin. Here's Neal. Gets a very good look and converts. Neal's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page. And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside, it just doesn't matter.
A dominating first half of basketball, and so far hasn't been close. Hornet.
Hey, Kevin.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows down in the third and fourth quarters.
What a game we've seen here for Jackson. He's got 32 points, and he's buried a ton of three-pointers in this game, too.
I think we need a calculator to keep track of just how many of those he's knocked down.
So for Brooklyn now, they've got Johnson. Gary Neal is out there with Jarrett Jack. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Young in at the 4 slot. From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Heat got the job done. He finished with 42 points, and he was on target the whole contest. Very few misses from him all night. Numbers like that are rare to see by any player in a game he'll always remember.
Great job, Doris. Thank you, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can stay in a role like that tonight.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes those hot streaks can last for days, and I'm sure they'll be feeding him the basketball, hoping he's still got that mojo working.
Well, they ought to. I mean, when you've got a thoroughbred like him, I think you've got to ride him for as long as he'll carry you.
Nets trail by 20. A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Screen by Young. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Young's got his second basket.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third. Now we get a chance to check out Thaddeus Young. The last 10 or so games, he has been remarkable. He's around 18 points per game, 10 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he does the heavy lifting on the glass, throwing himself into the rebounding battle with just complete effort.
Sure is. I mean, he thinks every rebound is his, and most of them are. That's why he's putting up such big numbers.
Kid Gilchrist, who checked in for Charlotte.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Johnson kicks to Lopez.
That's a wall.
And that one's good. Lopez has got 9.
I love how he establishes his post position inside before he converts.
Outside Jackson. Screen by Jefferson. Jumper off the screen. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Jackson's got 40 points. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Now here is Jack. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Here's Neal. Rebounded by Jackson. Jackson's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Fires the 3. Thaddeus Young grabs the miss. Nets trail by 21. Johnson kicks to Jack. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Back to Johnson. Fades and shoots. That's good. Johnson's got 10 points in the game.
And you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
3-pointer. Another 3 that time. A beautiful shot from Jackson.
It has been a 3-point barrage for them since halftime.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
Here's Johnson. No luck. Some solid defense from Kid Gilchrist. Hornets leading by 22. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Hornets shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line, and he makes the first. And some changes here for the Hornets. Alexis Ajinça has checked in for Adrian Payne, and Jeremy Lamb subbed in for Kemba Walker. And a new group in for the Nets. Ryan Hollins, he's checked in for Lopez. Robinson comes in for Johnson. Anthony Morrow's checked in for Gary Neal. And Donald Sloan subbed in for Jarrett Jack. Kicks to Young. There's a screen by Robinson. From deep, Morrow. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. They get to take on the Magic at Orlando after this one. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. And the shot is good.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. 4 of the last 5 makes coming from long range.
And Sloan kicks to Young. Now the dish to Morrow. Back to Young. There's a screen by Robinson.